Hey everybody, in this short video I'm going to be showing you how to find the solution to a system of equations by setting the equations equal to one another. Alright, so in this system of equations I have y equals 2/3 x plus 8 and y equals negative 5/2 x minus 11. So when I want to set these two to be equal to each other, I notice that they both say y equals, so I know that the y is going to be equal to this. What I could do is I could set these two equations to be equal to one another. So the 2/3 x plus 8, which is equal to y, would also be equal to 5/2 x minus 11, which is also equal to a y. The reason we're allowed to do that is because this is worth y and this is also worth y. So they're both equal to the same thing. All right, so from here, I'm going to go ahead and try to solve this. Remember, the first thing I try to do is simplify. It doesn't look like I can combine any terms on either side. So what I want to do next is move all of the variables to one side. So let's go ahead and I'm going to choose this one on the right-hand side. So I'm going to add 5/2 x. Now what that's going to do is it's going to basically eliminate those x's. And to be fair, I have to add 5/2 x to this side. All right, so by doing that, I'm going to get, so 2/3 and 5/2. So let's see, 2/3 and 5/2. I gotta add those together real quick. So a common denominator would be 6 for the 3 and the 2. 3 goes into 6 twice, so I'm gonna multiply this 2 times 2. So 4, 6, and 2/3 are the same. And then this 3 goes into the 6 3 times, so I'm going to multiply the 5 times 3, which would be 15. So 15, 6 plus 4, 6 is 19/6. So that's just kind of a side note. So 19/6x plus 8 equals, and this minus 11, or you could think of it as negative 11. All right, from there, I have to get rid of any addition or subtraction. So I'm going to undo this adding 8 that's next to the x. Just remember that we're always trying to get the x by itself. So everything's got to kind of get moved from what's next to the x. All right, so I got to subtract 8 on both sides to be fair. Remember, this is basically going to zero itself out. And I have 19/6x equals negative 11 minus 8 is equal to negative 19. All right, so now that I don't have any more addition or subtraction, I'm going to undo this multiplying by 19/6, this part right here. And to do that, it's pretty simple. You just multiply by the reciprocal. That's with fractions. If it's just a whole number, divide by the whole number. And let's see, I'm going to have to keep it equal by multiplying by 19/6, or 6/19 on this side too. All right, so on the left-hand side, these are going to cancel themselves out. It's going to make 1. So just 1x equals, and then on this side, we're going to get, I believe it's 54. No, I can't remember off the top of my head. But what's really nice is that when I multiply these two out, I could tell that the 19s are going to cancel out one another. It's called cross-canceling. So I would put a 1 there and say, oh, there's 19 on top, 19 on the bottom. They're going to cancel each other out. Kind of like how the 19 and 19 cancel out and the 6 and 6 cancel out on the other side. So I left with 1 and 1. So it's negative 6/1, which is the same thing as negative 6. All right, so the process is make them equal to each other, then start solving the equation. Now the second part, the last piece, is you need to have a y to the solution. We have the x, now we just need the y. You could choose any one of the equations up here at the top. I'm going to choose this one to substitute into. So y equals 2/3 x plus 8. Now remember, we found out what the x is equal to already from before. That's worth -6. All right, so let's go ahead and simplify the right side, meaning less terms. 2/3 of -6 is equal to -4. We still have the plus 8. We haven't simplified yet. All right, -4 plus 8 is equal to +4. So the y equals +4. So where these two lines would meet is going to be at -6, comma, +4. Always put your x number before the y number.